Hey guys, this video will be teaching you how to successfully appeal Facebook bans. So this will give you some good tips when it comes to appealing any of Facebook's bans. And Facebook has a variety of bans, as I'm sure that many of you guys have already experienced so far. So as you can see here, we have a template that we use when it comes to appealing for Facebook bans. Do not copy this template word for word. You should customize it based on the situation, based on the reason for the ban, based on the context. Do not copy it word for word. This is just a template to give you some basic structure. This will not be shared inside the to anybody. It's not going to be shared. So this is kept private, but you can have a look at it and you can just copy what you need and make sure you customize it to your own needs, because you're using the exact same appeal that somebody else is using. It's not very smart because your appeal most likely won't be successful. So you want to customize this. You want to make sure that this is tailored for your own business. So once you've sent your appeal through, you want to wait at least, you want to wait a maximum of 2 days. So a maximum of 2 days before you take any further action. So if the appeal is successful, great. If it's declined, you should wait a maximum of 1 business day. So if appeal is declined, wait a maximum of 1 business day. You can appeal up to 10 times until Facebook blocks the ability for you to appeal on that specific ad account. And the same thing goes for business managers. So if your appeal is granted on an ad account or anything, make sure you remove all active campaigns on that recently reactivated ad account, right? Very, very important. When I say remove all active campaigns, that does not mean pause the campaigns. That means delete the campaigns. Removing equals deleting campaigns, not pausing. Now, why? It's because Facebook crawlers, they still go through inactive campaigns, and that could still get you banned. So you may have a campaign that's just sitting there, it had a crappiest ROI, and you just dumped it, you press the pause button, and you're focused on other stuff. But that campaign that's inactive and paused can still get you banned if you do not delete it from your business manager inside of Facebook. Now, when you've got an ad account reactivated, do not run any campaigns on this ad account for 2 days. I'll say that again. Do not run any campaigns on this ad account for 2 days. So let that ad account rest. That ad account is not going to be touched. There's no ads on it and no campaigns running on it. There's nothing there. It's just clean and it's just resting and it's almost resetting, right? So when an ad account gets reactivated or deactivated, you want to make sure that you move the campaigns into a new business manager and also a new ad account. So I'll say that again. When an ad account gets reactivated or deactivated, you want to make sure that you move the campaign to a new business manager or a new ad account. And I'll just scroll down just to make sure you guys can see the whole thing. Yeah, that's all of it. So we do not move the campaigns within the same business manager to a new ad account within that same BM. All right? You want to move it to a new system almost, right? So now when you get a business manager that gets banned, that takes down all of the ad accounts inside that BM. So you had ad account 1, 2, 3, 4, they're all running, and then your BM gets taken down, boop, everything gets wiped out. All right? So you get multiple bans in a row. So you got one ad account 1, 2, or 3 ad account gets banned in a row. And once you've already had 1 or 2 bans inside a BM, once you have 1 or 2 ad account bans inside of a BM, so a business manager, and you get an additional 2nd or 3rd ban for an ad account inside that same business manager, it may take down the entire BM. All right, because there's a pattern within the Facebook algorithm which causes this. Right. So if you get a business manager banned, you want to appeal in the same way you would with a business with an ad account. All right, but just remember, you can only appeal a business manager once. Remember that. You can only appeal a business manager once. Don't forget it. So make that your best appeal, guys. Put your heart, sweat, and soul, into that appeal, because you only can do it once. All right, guys. So then you have the account of a Facebook profile, and it's restricted from advertising. A couple of you have already seen this, unfortunately, but this essentially means that your personal account is locked from any of Facebook's advertising products. So what you can do in this scenario is you can either stop running altogether, go back to your day job, which I'm sure many of you guys do not want to do. So an alternative option is that you can create a second profile, start from scratch, get new BMs, etc., get new business managers, etc., starting the system from scratch. Or you can go into you can go into the BMs with another profile if you have more than one person who already has access to your existing business managers before your Facebook profile was restricted. And then you can run with the same BMs, right? Same business managers from the other person's Facebook profile, right? AKA you're running ads from their profile. So if you do this, you should always log in via incognito or use a different device. All right. Otherwise, you could trigger Facebook to ban both accounts and restrict both accounts. All right. So yeah, that's very important. So now I'm going to go through some of the different bans that you can have. All right. So I'm going to actually pull up a note. So even though this is primarily a talk video, I'm just going to pull up a note. All right. So there's one ban that you can have. It's called a payment method ban. All right. I'm going to make this big. How do I make this big text? Okay. All right. So one ban you can have is a payment method ban. So essentially works like this. If you put in your payment method, and it doesn't work, so I'll show you. Payment method doesn't work when added, either just loads or it comes up with an error. This is a payment method ban. So the solution, very basic. You need to use a different payment method. All right, that's the solution for a payment method ban. Now, website URL ban. So I know that quite a few students have already experienced this ban. All right, so website URL ban. So you put in your website URL, all ads are disapproved, or you may get some ads disapproved. So all or some ads disapproved, and error includes website URL. So you're going to see something mentioned around website URL. All right. So if you then go ahead, if you launch 4 to 5 campaigns, using this URL, it will ban that system automatically. So it could cause a business manager ban, ad account ban, depending on how you set this up. So if you ran this across several business managers, then you could get all those BMs potentially banned, or just the ad accounts, or if you have more, if you spread this across inside one BM and you run it on multiple ad accounts inside the same BM, then you most likely will get that BM banned. We'll ban the ad accounts and or BM. BM being business manager. All right. So what you need to do is you need to switch domain in S3. So you can change the folder name. If it still doesn't work, then you may need to change the root domain. What is a root domain? Okay, so you may need to change the whole thing. All right, folder name. Okay, so change folder name. This. If it still doesn't work, then you may need to change the whole root domain. All right, guys. Cool. So now, the Facebook page ban. So then there's the Facebook page ban. I hope you guys love these bans because there are a lot that you can get with Facebook. And one of them is a Facebook page ban. It's very easy to solve though. So if you get a Facebook page ban, you'll receive a notification. That your page has been unpublished. You can just go into settings and publish it. However, after doing this 3 or 4 times, that option will actually be removed for probably around 6 to 8 weeks. So you won't be able to publish that page. But this is why we have a few pages set up, because you could get Facebook page bans, especially when you're running with Facebook newsfeed, right? So, however, after doing this 3 or 4 times, then the option will be removed for around 6 to 8 weeks. All right, guys. Now, a monster ban is the IP ban. All right, IP ban. You do not want an IP ban. So this is usually if you're doing some extremely black hat stuff, and it's very rare. But telling you anyway, you cannot log into Facebook from your IP. This is resolved on a case-by-case basis, so there's not much advice we can give you on this particular ban, because it's very, very, very unlikely that you are doing CPA sweepstakes to deserve that ban. Alright? So there's not much help we can provide you there. So here's the sort of hierarchy of bans. Alright? Starting from the least dangerous to the most dangerous. Alright? So you've got the Facebook page ban. We've got the ad account ban. See what's up. We've got the payment method, will come next. Then it'll be website, URL. Then it'll be business manager. Then it will be personal account restriction from advertising. And then we have the IP address. Alright, so this is the hierarchy of the bans. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful when it comes to advertising on Facebook and the different sort of bans you can get. Make sure you listen to this video a few times. If you're stressed out because you just got a ban, give this video a cheeky listen, and I'm sure you'll feel more at ease knowing that this is something that we deal with on a regular basis and everyone else is dealing with on a regular basis. So don't be a victim. and just deal with it in the right way.